Here we go, two in a row. Little lunch with Baum. Topic of the day today is Sport Nutrition 101. Just got done with 4 classes here at the high school. And topics always come up every single day. But today we were talking about sport nutrition. So I wanted to share a little bit of thoughts on that. There's the lunch bell. Hey, if you jump on live with me here, drop a 1. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. And if you are a first timer, who is this Baum guy anyway? Drop a 3 down below. I'd love to connect with you. My name is Frank Baumholtz, been a high school strength coach and PE teacher, 23rd year this year. Also run my gym MVP out of McMinnville. Jump over to our website or our MVP page and check things out there. So topic of the day today is Sport Nutrition 101, because I get a chance daily to work with hundreds of athletes every single day. And one thing I notice is their nutrition is so bad. So just going to share some general ideas with you on that. But a couple announcements real quick before I get into my topic. Check out a bunch of our stuff we're doing at MVP. We've got our baseball and softball instruction going. So if you're looking in your off season to get some extra work, holler out at me and I'll give you some information. We've got hitting lessons, pitching lessons, our catching camp. They're all running pretty much daily throughout the week, especially into the off season. Okay, and then obviously our adult group training as well. So if you're looking for a little pick me up, make sure jump over to our website, mvppt.net. Okay, or you can even look in the link up in my bio. Okay, so anyway, hey, here's a big thing. Your nutrition is so important. All right, your hydration is so important because your body's like a car, right? I use this example is if you could be a car, any car, your favorite type of car, what would it be? Drop it down below. I'd go with a 68, 69 Camaro myself, okay? But you could only have one, right? One car, your favorite car, but no trade-ins, all right? And how would you take care of it? You'd change the oil, you'd put in good gas, you'd make sure the tires had, the right inflation. You would take care of it. If you knew it was the only one, why would your body be 64, Zach, all right, 64 Caddy, I like it, right? Why would you not take care of your body how you would take care of, you're the only car that it would be, right? What's you got? Oh, one that works. Yep. So my point being is that you got to take care of yourself, and the fuel that you put in is really important. Especially one of the other topics came up lately was on the whole concussion deal, right? But then look at the poor nutrition that kids have, our athletes, too much sugar, processed foods, fast food all the time. There's no wonder the insides are shriveled up. And then we get dinged in the head and there's no fluid in there to protect the brain. But that's a topic for another day. Wanted to get into just a little bit on specifics. So number 1, balance is important. All right, your balanced nutrition is crucial. Carbohydrates, fats, proteins. There's no cookie cutter. Everybody's body's a little bit different. That car is going to be a little bit different in how you tweak it and how you fine tune it. Same thing goes for the adult clients that I get to work with. There's no one cookie cutter approach. All right, all the fad things that happen. I posted the other day about, if you want to lose weight, it's about caloric deficit, all these fad things, keto this and paleo that. You got to pick something and then you got to stick with it, and it's got to be something that can be sustainable. Okay, so just some general recommendations. Now, I'm a strength coach and I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm giving you some general guidelines that you can follow. Okay, so let's talk about some carbohydrates, for example. Recommended. This is for our athletes, the guys that are grinding, the guys that are putting in 6, sometimes 7 days a week. They're training regularly. And we might have some older athletes that do this as well. But so some general recommendations. Carbohydrates, right? Somewhere between 1.8 or maybe 2 to 4 or so grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. Okay, just some general things. Well, why would I want to do that? You get the glucose levels in your body. We got to maintain those. Helps replace muscle glycogen. The things that you're doing, the things that you're burning and breaking down throughout just daily exercise. Super important. One other thing, fats, for example. People say, well, I don't want to eat fat because fats aren't going to make you fat. Okay, the guys that are training regularly, they're in the weight room. Their weeks are filled with morning practices, afternoon practices. I know our guys right now, they're heading to Bend, play Summit. They're on the road. So nutrition, especially when you're traveling, is crucial. Okay. So recommended fats, somewhere in that 20 to 30% of total energy intake. It's important. The body needs it, the fuel that it's going to produce, right? Not recommended, like high fat diets. I would highly recommend staying away from those types of things, right? The body's just going to have good luck. Yep, good luck to you guys. I got some of the crew watching online right now. All right. So anyway, and then let's talk a little bit about protein. Man, this is a topic for a whole nother discussion, but I'm going to hit a little bit here. What's a general recommendation for our athletes? Somewhere in that 0.7 to 0.9 grams per pounds of body weight. All right. So, if you took half, start at 0.5, right? If I weigh 200 pounds, somewhere in that 100 grams of protein. Now, make sure you have a balanced diet of you try to get all of your nutrition from the foods that you eat. Eating whole foods. I talked about it the other day. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you get more lean protein. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Stay away from processed foods. But then fill in the gaps where you're deficient. For our athletes, everybody's always looking for a quick fix. What is, I'm going to go and, get this supplement or that supplement. Well, what's the definition of a supplement? It's to supplement what you're already doing. So if you do a good job in the front end, then you can supplement less in the back end, because you can't fix having a bad diet, right? You can't out exercise a bad diet. And if you're putting bad stuff in and think you're going to flip it around by taking some protein shake, it's probably not going to work. Right? So really focus on the whole foods that you're eating, and then fill in the gaps where you're deficient, right? So balance carbohydrates, balance the fats that you're eating, make sure you're getting enough protein, all right? And then make sure you're hydrating. Water is super important, especially you guys that are playing contact sports. So some of my football guys on right now, right? You want to do a good job on your end of preventing getting dinged up or whatnot. Make sure you get enough fluids in. What's the power of water? Helps with transport of glucose and oxygen to muscles, prevents dehydration, regulates body temperature. It helps with digestion too. So it's super important that you're doing all those things, all right? And this is just basic 101 type stuff. Balance everything out. Life is about balance. Nutrition is about balance. Getting enough workouts is about balance, okay? All those things, keep those things in place. And then, once again, if you're deficient in one way or another, then you fill in the gaps where you need to, okay? So, remember, your body is like that favorite car that you have, okay? So, make sure you take care of it. Put the right fuel in. Make sure the oil's dialed. Make sure you got the right amount of air in the tires, okay? Take care of yourselves. That's super important. Hey, once again, I want to mention, jump over to our MVP page, see what we got going on, all of our off-season training, all of our baseball and softball hitting lessons, our pitching, our catching camps that we got going on. You guys can grab me, shoot me a message. And last thing, if you value what I got going on, drop me some thumbs up. And as always, like and share. If you want any information about any of the other stuff we're doing, any of the nutritional stuff, fill in the gaps here and there, message me. I'll share information about that too. You can also click the link up in my bio and check stuff out for yourself. All right. I value what you got going on a roll. Week 2 down here at school. We'll come back with more Lunch with Bombs. If you got any topics you want me to talk about, shoot me a message or drop it in the comments below. I'll make sure I get back to you. All right. Happy Friday. Good luck to our guys on the road. Go Tigers. All right. Have a good one.